to get rid of stuff again. Yep. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. I have to get rid of stuff. Too full, can't download anything right now. So, hey. Yeah, I just have to manage some organization since, yeah, I can't download stuff right now again. Let's see. Oh, this is old. This is very old. This could go. Okay, that should be okay now. Yeah, too many downloaded maps. I had alone 5 or 6 copies of the G-ability stuff and so on, yeah. I have, but I only keep the last 2 always. So the one I'm working on and the one previous in case of an emergency. You never know. It's good to have at least one back copy of an older stage somewhere. But yeah, I have to keep track on them, so since I work on 2 other maps next to it and have another testing map always on and so on, yeah. All a bit much. Ah, here we go. Nice. Now I have twice. Okay, yeah, I'm double clicking. Fuck. My controller is so busted, so absolutely busted. I can't believe it. Doom Ragnarok, I have none left. And nope, none. But yeah, the thing is, I have maps like the Area 51 raid. I once completely overhauled it, changed the skins, and put in my my sprinting system to get a bit more mobility out of there. Changed a few weapons since I didn't like the mods you get with the weapons and stuff, and yeah, was nice. I like to edit the maps to my likings if I have the chance and find the logic in them. So it's okay. I mean, it's not that much of a deal to work one side with another, so it was more the fun around it than the effectiveness of it. So awake. Pretty much awake to the wrong time, so anyway, so yeah. Further into another module, there must be a backdoor somewhere. What do you mean? Let me see. Again, this. What is all about this one, anyways? Here you are. That's why I never saw something. What is this? What's this saying? Ah, that's why you have it underground, since you needed a... Ah, okay, that's tricky. Yeah, the problem is mine don't get, since my night day cycle has completely changed now. I'm sleeping from 12 12 a.m. No, not 12 p.m. the midday thingy to somewhat 10 p.m. or something like that. The time messed up. Totally messed up. Absolutely, but yeah. Curious how that works out so far. That looks closer than before, or not? Where are the trickies? Ah, here you are. Okay. Jump in, right? Jump in. Let's see. Surprise, surprise. What do you think what messed up should mean, eh? Yeah. Let's say it's not ideal, right? It's not ideal, yeah. But yeah. I think when this goes on, I'm most likely slide into the normal cycle again, since it gets later, then on some point I'm on a good point again, and then yeah, we're fine, hopefully. I mean, it's 9:20 a.m. here, so yeah. So technically midnight for me in the moment. Yes, it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. Technically, the last one was right 8 p.m. for me. He made. So it depends on the time he makes it, and yeah, I do not really have. I don't think I will talk too much. I really let you guys talk about it, and I give my little things I would say when I would watch the Snapcast, so with a chance to do it, so then that's all fine by me. I leave the explanation and storytelling to you guys. My vocabulary is not the best for this, I know it too well, so. But there's always the little point you can jump in, and yeah. He has, yeah. That's interesting, yeah. I didn't check that much on this. I checked so many maps, but not really shamingly the Ragnarok. Even so I wanted to, but I was distracted by a few good releases. Can I collect them? Can I touch it? Nope. Is it still the 5 times? I guess so. No, it isn't. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, cool. Yeah, the thing is, menus are impressive. You never would think how much logic stuff is behind, and yeah, I think that's more than enough. Ah, that's the let them run mode, right? Yeah, I guess so. The tower defense, done arcade. Let's see how it is. I never had them running, so that's somewhat about around 25, 26. So with round 5, that's 15, that's a good one, yeah. That's cool. But you're right, all the D-pad smashing and pressing, it really goes onto your thumbs. I'm not used to that anymore. That's pretty funny. So that's a good one. Come on, little boy. There you are. That's cool. Yeah, of course. But on the other end, it's okay. I mean, it's for the real hardcore players, old school hardcore players. And my sticks actually are so fucked up, I can show you once I am walking around normally. I have my auto walking. So my sticks are so smashed and everything. I'm kind of happy about using the D-pad for this, since yeah. And they have to be way more. The cacos are the best. They explode so funny. Big splash. So did I trigger the arcade mode, or is the evil mode automatically the hardcore arcade mode? I think it's automatically arcade mode. Yeah, really gore bombs. It's nice when the parts come and next to the camera, or even touch the camera. Everything is possible. What are you doing, mother freaking hell racer? Don't cross the lines. Don't cross the streams. Oh, I actually got some already in the base. So on one side, yes. On the other side, I don't know. That's the thing. The all-in mode is fun in itself. I mean, of course, for the challenge, it's an interesting mechanic. But yeah, the way up and that's right into the action and give them the shit. I mean, and they give you the shit, which is so. And I mean, like phase 4 already is, yeah, interesting, you can say. Something is happening. The demons have the chance to get in the second half of the field if you don't be aware of every line and stuff, which is near impossible for the demons until phase 4. So you can keep your field clean and stuff, even with a lower weapon, so that's... Boom! Boom! Yeah, the cacos are the best. Pop! It's so nice. I love that. Oh, come on, don't leave me alone here. Or leave me alone, then that's sad. So now they actually crossed the half field, the half phase. Oh, we made it. And boom! Cacos aren't the best. Phew. So nice. There shouldn't be any other demons but Caco demons, only demons. I mean, and the explodey guys. The explodey guys are cool too. Nothing but the engineers. Ooh, what the heck is he doing? He's cheating! Oh my god, that was, what was this? Is that intentional? I don't know. Nice, huh? Pistol start. I merely can go to it by myself, which is telling me that it will be no problem for you. I didn't know the map, so I died after the blue key, and yeah, since I got stuck and the last of the freaking archviles could revive too many at once, so I died. But Ghost Town pistol start. Yeah, you will have so much fun. Getting the blue key is the best. So fucked up. I think there are 15 chain gunners or something like that, and yeah, by the mastermind. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it will be a good video. You will be on your toes. It's possible you can. I mean, the map is not too big, and yeah, you just have to find some safe spots you can skip back and forth for all the freaking chain gunners. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's a freaking nightmare. So, what are we now? 23, yeah, that's what I played the last time, but it took me forever. Oh my god. So didn't look what I'm doing. Is it enough? No, not really. I hate the rocket launcher, the reload is so freaking slow. That's a interesting challenge phase then, so phase 5 gets really nuts, and that's not even the really big demons. Oh, there's holy fuck. Oh, that never gets old. Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. It's just a thing I guess thought would be nice since you're pretty good in the old games, so I mean that's the thing. It's kinda doable, of course, and I'm pretty sure you won't have too much trouble with it and stuff. Oh come on, don't reload in the worst time. 1 year. This map caught me a bit off guard in a moment, and it kind of looks nice too. Yeah. I kind of like the build. One of the few in Plutonia that actually looks good. Wop, 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 wop. I'm so dead already. And the big splat of blood on the floor, holy shit. You don't need any geo adding to it, the blood does the shit. Yeah, you learned it the hard way, Justin. I know. It's the norms they have for everything and stuff. It has a positive side on one, so you always have technically some more or less quality tools to work with and stuff. Everything is optimized for what it should do if the restaurant is a good one and the restaurant blah blah knows and cares and keeps everything in shape and stuff. But yeah, the work itself is but it's a good starting point, since there is a certain flow and certain basics. You actually have the chance to learn what the day-by-day stuff is all about, and yeah. But there's nothing creative or really taxing on that, so yeah. Yeah, and like I said, the basics of a McDonald's are very what's it called? Oh my god, English and dying is not my cup of tea. Yeah, like I said, the optimization of a McDonald's is kind of helpful to understand the really tight structured way to do this and stuff like this, so it definitely helps. Oh god, now I see a Hell Knight, that's a shame. Answer that. Ooh, this guy is fast. Oh, there's a Spectre. fuck. Reload. Come on. Oh, there was a big boomy. Holy shit. Yeah, it's all in. But yeah, at least you learn to always inform yourself about the stuff you are maybe gonna do before you start doing stuff. That's one part of the learning process. The more you actually know what you're doing up front, the easier it is for you to start there and do shit. I did it! I won! What? That normal? I did break it, right? Did I? Or did I win? I won. Yay! Yeah, take this. So I did manage to win here, yeah? I reached the goal. Holy fuck. And Justin, you remember the last time I said this is all that shit happens on the field? I was wrong. Wait a second. There's more. I missed that last video. It's tiny bit more that goes on each pallet. Oh, this shit is so crazy. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot to change the camera. Fuck, I want to do that. I wanted for myself to stop mocking Justin, since his work is too good to be mocked just for the creative art of placement of the logic. So, and I did the joke too often now, and so yeah. That's nasty. Yeah. Bosses can be really assholes. I mean, I had a few good ones. But yeah. I could actually count them with one hand, even if I have lost 2 fingers, I guess. So, rolling. So yeah, okay, for the next run, I wanna see what you did there with the raster for the camera, if there is something already. It's freaking crazy, yeah. There's so much going on. I just said even a simple menu. I mean, your menu is always exciting myself. So I really like it when you can switch to a few different options, and every button behaves like a normal game option menu in a way and stuff. And I know how much work it is in a way. That's why I don't do it. Even a start splash screen where you just have to press start for anything. It's so And the second is I don't know how strings work really actually. That's another thing. So nice sweet little menus where you can change stuff and things. But now seeing you all can do stuff, I make you work and make you make a menu for me. Little Floppy needs help with the menu. Yeah, but it's tedious too, and that's the main problem for me. Yeah. When I go in the menu now, I have to start the game to get into the menu. Okay, so again, weaponry. The rocket launcher is unnecessary actually. I will go full auto. What happens when I activate all and check out the other mode? Big boom here, this one. I kinda leave. Yeah, I leave the 3 row burst for the rocket launcher. What a bitch. I got kill me please. I got kill me please before. What's this? I see shit. Nothing changed. Ooh. I can mock them. Hey there. Oh. Something. Oh. Oh, now it gets complicated. Okay. Is there a timer or is it's as long as I want to? Ah, next wave, here I go. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, I've got another master my that's a good thing. Timers. Ah, here we go. But now actually I forgot the next I wanted to test. Is the actual. Wait, what was it? This one. Is there something in the how to play already? Nope. So cool. Did they really stop? They do. Great. Nice. That's cool. Now since this map is absolutely not good for pausing to the actual real pause menu, since too much is going on and stuff, and the map just will end and stuff, but now this map has the custom made pause option, which is pretty dope, on the scoreboard button, which is, it feels very familiar, everything. So I mean, okay, my jump button is not X, so the A or B button, the common ones, but the L1 button, but yeah, that's a custom thing for myself, which is totally fine. And yeah, that's a very good quality of life now. That's pretty dope. And that's done every round. Yeah, cool. I mean, There's no need, you can just skip it, but at least you have the option in case you see that a round which will get a bit long. That's dope. Cool. Wait a second. No, okay, he goes on. But I can stop them. Wait for it. Maybe there is a tactical component to the spawning on field stuff. Wait, did I shoot him? So how much money? Money is the same like the score. Okay, yeah, okay, that's cool. Did I check? Okay, there is nothing. And it's cool in a way that if you wanna resume, you either have the button or do it like every other menu in any game and just press the crouch button. So that's, like I said, really familiar with the controls and stuff. And yeah, now the thing, I keep it simple. What I don't like is on this basic version, which really is a big difference in my opinion, is since the demons start way behind the field, which is a good thing. It's absolutely no problem, so they don't have to appear any further, any bit earlier or something like this. But let's see. Let me do. Let them come out of a health thingy. That's enough. And round we need 220, that's enough. So block shots through, fails, but it's actually no big deal. So when we just put this here, it's way more interesting and a bit more unpredictable since, yeah, the problem with the rocket launcher is, I mean, it is good in a way. I mean, the sound and stuff is okay, but later on, first you have the charge time of the shot. The ammo count is pretty low, so it reloads, and the reload is really slow, and the 3 shots. The thing is, compared to the other stuff, I don't know, you don't get really the field control. I mean, you can smash little groups and stuff, but yeah, it's not that handy in this type of game right now. I mean, okay, I'm totally obsessed from the plasma cannon, and yeah, since this is the upgraded version of the plasma cannon is just a banger, and shreds in succession. It's phew. But yeah, let's see. We go to the higher rounds, which is a bit better. It's a bit off since you have to, of course, yeah, I mean, to predict. Okay, he will be here, but the response is way too slow. So yeah, that's, and now they are eating myself, and there is no chance to get them into under control anymore. The first response of the shots is too long, and combined with the reload and everything, you also have to go down from the trigger. It's hard to play with. I mean, it's a challenge in itself, so you can say, okay, I do a rocket launcher only run. Learn how the rocket launcher is working and stuff, and see how far you can go and stuff, yeah, but for one, I mean, there will be a handful full of people, and that's slightly meant well, so I mean, I will play this shit a lot. I like stuff like this, since yeah, it's a classical old school arcade. How dare you walk around my wall? But yeah, you see what I meant with the wall. It's way more interesting to see them in the actual field, so you can't say, oh, there is a monkey by here on this side and that, and I focus on that. So you really just focus on the field and what's happening here, since you don't know what's coming next, or if something is coming next. So that alone tells you that so as soon there is some little bit of geo, yeah, the thing gets polished. That's enormous. So the basic version already is a good thing, but yeah, the distraction or the implementation of some sort of arena or geo is really making this really great, really easy. I mean, the thing is, there's the other option to work with effects, with lighting, so something like that. You could say, so to change the overall lighting and stuff, or make light spots in certain areas and stuff like this. And this shit gets polished with not much effort. I mean, the last arena I built for the little demo video I made was like actually 6 blocks. Not more. So I literally just placed the skybox, a box around it, so it has a frame, the 3 walls around, and a bottom a floor block. That's it. Nothing more. And yeah. But yeah. Yeah, now come back to the Rockland. You see, the thing is, on one end, of course, yeah, but the 3 shots, and now the response isn't there. There's something totally off. So I think the 3-round burst isn't necessary as soon as the shots come in a normal pattern. You don't waste the ammo too much. So since yeah, of course I can smash them, but now I wonder that didn't break my shield with one part now, but that was thanks to the upgrade. That and no burst. Since now the thing is, yeah, the block, if you don't let the button go for a good amount of time, yeah, it doesn't really react to the button input in a way that it feels good. The explosion size is okay, but yeah, the timing and the 3-round, that's something that's not working. Or maybe even, let's say, 20 rockets more, so instead of 63, 65. See, and now I've got a problem here. The lines are full as fuck and I can't get them. Okay, now they are all in the same area, but it's really hard to I mean, the good thing is it is a complete other playset, but on the other end, yeah, completely different to the other behaviors. So yeah, oh, my shield is completely down. And now I have the thing is the last one is I'm never sure if, but that's the thing, since there is no burst possible with the one shot, it kind of has the problem to reset in a way. So that's a little, let's say, bug in itself. Since yeah, even so, I wonder how one shot can be rest when you shoot 3-round burst, and 63 is the limit. Yeah, and some, like I said, yeah, here we go. Now I'm already, now I don't know why I stayed that there's a rocket missing for a reason. And now I'm at 1. And I think you hear the clicking is when I try to reload. There's something off, especially with the triple shot. That's the thing, I think, that makes the biggest problem is you actually, when you run out of ammo, the big break brings you totally out of concept and out of your flow. Now I leave the what's it called, the burst out, so I just check without, so the rocket launcher would benefit from it. I mean, it's okay that the ammo count is low and stuff, but yeah, and the burst, there's the count is not counting right in a way, since yeah, I don't understand it, since yeah, 63 is, you can divide it by 3, but for some reason I get left alone with one lonely rocket, which kind of breaks the reload. So I left it out, I guess. Upgrade the base. Yeah, just one shield wall is enough. It's more for the shooting. The response is way too low. This is, I wanna hit it, and I have to kind of double click to get my rocket. Yeah, it's way too slow. Yeah. See, I'm not sure. I mean, you can, I click a bit closer to the mic, so yeah, there is. Yeah, I guess so. Technically it's just a number change. It should be. So these adjustments are just a little change of 0.5 any something like that, 0.8 maybe, but yeah, the response is absolutely not satisfying and not really useful. That's the main thing then. But yeah, I mean the sound explosion and everything is cool, but actually I'm playing a lot of classic Doom right now, and the rockets, it kind of has to feel like the Doom rocket launcher when you use it. So everyone will be pissed off when the rockets just go half of the pace they go actually originally. There has to be some identification. I'm actually just wanna mess around a bit, since I'm curious how it looks. For one, make oops. Oh, wrong one. I wanna see how it works out. Oops. Is this the dizzy one? Yeah, I want this one. Ah, me. Yeah, okay. We play the cold and hot game here. I mean, technically, it has to be somewhere around the what do you call it? These thingies, right? Try to navigate me. Oh, it will be so funny. I will have my laugh, I guess. Holy shit, what is this shit? Oh, not quite. I know, yeah. It is somewhere here. There's so much stuff it isn't even shown right. This one, that really, this year. The delay now for the chat. But I guess this one. I see ammo things and stuff. Oh, this looks good. No, that's the pause maybe. I see a lock symbol, bottom left. Yep. Is it weapon 2? Yeah, weapon 1 is the normal gun, weapon 2 is the rocket launcher, yeah. No, I don't. Okay, I mean, I've got a good kind of my stomach feeling is so that's 3. We are good. I normally have a good. That was the timer for the burst. Okay, that's a good thing for one. Wait, is it between the shots? Was it the timer between the shots? I mean, it would be good since yeah. That way it's devastating. Okay, wait a second. I was too quick again. Let's see. We need the starting. Wait a second. Yeah, weapon 2 here is this. Yeah. I guess this one, huh? No way, that's not this one. Wait, this one. Another yes, please. Alright. 1 second. Let's see what's all about. Don't want to actually don't change too much and just see what happens and decide. It's better to take little steps to the goal instead of rushing all through and have too many different options to change and stuff. In my opinion. That's how I want to do things, never do it, but I kind of want to. Oh, let's see. I'm on 0.7 now. I mean, it was really off. Okay, actually, I don't need all this shit. Actually, this is enough since we're just testing the rocket launcher. Let's go to full godly mode. Oh, the God mode already has, or the arcade mode already has everything activated, right? So do I actually even need to go back to these other buttons to activate the weapons? Okay, but I still got a problem with the reload on 1, which is totally weird. Ah, okay. Good to know. Yeah, but you see 4 light sources for the complete field in the middle, and everything is nice and bright. You see the blood on the floor. I mean, the field should be visible too, so that's a thing I actually wouldn't change, so you always can have this as a guideline to react a bit better and stuff. It's part of the charm. But you could play with some decals and stuff in between and so on. There are many nice deco options there. Oh, I will build many arcade patterns, I guess, for this shit. I love it. If I'm bored, I'm just building another. It's like building a pinball table and stuff. Yeah. The count for the ammo. Yeah, like I said, that's why I said it's not much I wanted to implement. It's just to go and do a bit of shit. The thing is, you've seen the other demo, I also had this part around the arena cause of the camera. That's actually the distance on the camera side, so the wall isn't in blocking the cameras of the side without changing them. But yeah, there's so much easy stuff to be done here, so that's why I went actually with this range and also on the other side to keep it simple. Just seeing, okay, we are here, we need to be here, actually we can go up here. Camera is our go-to. Oh my, there's so much stuff already. Fuck. I mean, it's not too much since, yeah, it freaks out already thanks to all the freaking logic. Can't even grab this one anymore. That's amazing. Yeah, there's not too much freedom anymore, and since, yeah, technically I think every logic spot counts as a not 2 and in a way, but yeah, I mean that's just a bit of a problem while building, more than in the actual map in the end. Holy shit. Oops. Camera stay okay. Do I get it? Yes, I get it. So now my hope is that I captured the last camera. Yes, I did. Correct. Yeah, I mean, to make for the in the earlier rounds, it's a different thing with the rocket launcher too. And I have to say, to have 3 or 4 weapons right in the first place is actually not bad. I mean that there is always some improvement needed. My typical light frame since the wall isn't 20. Yeah. But yeah. And this one is too close since the demons tend to do their way around. Fuck it, the pistol is enough. Worst you ever. But yeah. I mean the thing is, the normal pistol in this version is and that's the thing with this camera here is, of course, you see, I mean the height is the needed height, but yeah, of course there are 3 lines. Ah yeah, okay, I forgot this one. Of course it has so high that this one is under the thingy. Ooh. I mean the thing is the rocket launcher has to compete with this full auto gun, which is amazing. It sounds cool, it responds good, it's 1 kill per field and stuff, of course, but the rocket launcher doesn't do much more damage in terms of radius. So yeah. What I just see is, and I'm kind of wondering is why there is no blood on the ground. That's a setting thing, I guess. Oh, since I'm using a wall texture on the floor, that could be the other thing. There is a bit of a difference when using certain texture types. Consider. Let me double check it. That now I'm curious now. Since I'm pretty sure either that or I didn't push it to the bottom. Yeah, that's it. It was floating. Floating. So this one gets higher. So we do in my favorite orange. Once in the beginning I wanted to get my maps mainly a green theme. That was my intention in the first place, but for some reason it became orange. That's why my armor details and stuff and most of the weapon details are orange, and most of my maps are too, and I kind of stuck to it. I said, yeah, why not? Orange is a cool color. It's sunny, it's friendly, so, and to get rid of the light frame. height change, and I have to put it a bit in the back since I cover the camera now. So not too much. Where's the camera? Camera DS. Whoop. 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 I mean, the problem is we are in the corner, but okay, actually that's not too bad. So I mean, the light source has its chance to reach the arena. What? Ah, I don't care. There is no shadow. So now, where's the top? Oh, I see. Oh, we still doing good. But yeah, the thingy. Where's the counter? Where's the weapon counter for the thingy? Since wait, I'll check when the shit begins. I'm pretty sure the count starts by 1 or by 0, and that way it counts 0, 1, 2, and that way there's one shot missing or something like this. I'm pretty sure this is the problem for the miscalculation and ending up with one shot in the magazine, even so it's 3 shots every time. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't start with 1, which would be 1, 2, 3, and so on, but it's 0, 1, 2, and that's why in the end there's 1 shot left in the magazine, which troubles the shit out of the thing. Yeah. That's kind of sounds reasonable to me, at least. Okay, now that's weird. So let's see where the shit happens. Alright, actually I can start directly. So when I shoot, yeah, see, the first shot that doesn't get isn't counted, and that messes up the whole mathing itself. Let's get back to 0 shots or 1. Don't eat my base. The problem with the upper camera right now, there's no skybox, so technically the skybox isn't necessary for the camera. So, and I press. Yeah, the first isn't counting. Oops. The first one isn't counting. this the only repeater? Yeah, that's the shots. One, the door. Ah, that's the explosion. Okay. Where's the third? Ah, okay. So wait a second. I don't get it. Ah, so yeah. Of course, it's 3 times this thingy. And that's the just testing. I just want to prove myself that I'm wrong, because that what was the thingy I was thinking of. Since I don't understand the 6, by the way, since yeah we have a max shot of 3, and I don't know why the max is 6, but I'm not sure if I actually don't wanna know. But I'm pretty sure that the 0 is the problem, since there is no 0 in the first place. I kinda had similar calculation problems in another thingy, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I just wanna see. Maybe I got a lucky shot, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Cool, now I've got 6 rockets. It would be too cool if I would have actually would have hit the right thingy. This is the same thing if I would have texted some Chinese shit right with the right grammar right off the start without knowing what I'm doing. So yeah, this all looks kind of Spanish to me, but I'm guessing, I mean, at least there is some stuff is it is the same. Yeah, it is the same. At least there is some stuff labeled and stuff, so but yeah, I'm standing in the middle of nowhere. I mean, 3 repeats, of course. That's the thing, which is actually clear. and rate of fire. It has to be a counter in a way, or the thingy with a minus. But yeah, if you subtract there's okay, there's the problem is here in between. I mean, of course, the repeater signals 3 times for blah 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 the shot, blah 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 to do, and signals technically 3 times to subtract 1 round out of the shit. Okay, we don't really. I remember, but yeah, that's the thing that is in the SnapMap tutorials and stuff, or in the wiki. Actually, if you really want some answers, sometimes the wiki, which is linked to the edit mode, to the creation stuff, sorts out stuff like this very good. So the most of the input infos and the actual things are stuff the community brought up and they brought up to help, starting with the not delete and other stuff, so or what actually can prevent multiplayer maps from working and so on and so on. So there's a lot of basic info which is known in the community too, but yeah, and the order of I call it order of action, I'm not sure what's it called really, but yeah, okay, I see, even so that actually now I see the reload time, the time when it goes to red was actually on the 1, but it doesn't feel like that, so this time is in a way realistic to say, okay, it takes longer to refill a rocket launcher, but it's so raw. But yeah, that's the counter. The 1 point at 0.7 was so long, then it couldn't signal right, so it did the math right, but it broke itself in since it's not 1.7, but it's 3 point, actually it's 2.1, which is a longer time spent than the normal one, and then it overlaps and gets messed up. It did calculate correctly and it did work correctly. I see this now, since the reload time is actually as long as it was before, but now it was on 0 and I knew, okay, that's not the thingy, I have to wait until the weapon is reloaded. But yeah, that's the thingy. It's the delay on the subtraction. I hit it, I found it. Who's laughing now, motherfucker? Yeah. we hit the area in which I know stuff too in a way, luckily. But yeah, that's the thing. And I mean now that the count looks totally messed up in a way. I know. Props on me, I know. So I guess you can do a bit of a fine tuning with, let's say, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. But yeah, if you want to be sure, yeah, it stands on early, very early, so that way it will do the thing that you wanted to do. Yes, and everything else. Yeah, here we go, delay between, yeah, that's the thing. You have a 0.5 delay and the other thing was 0.7, and that way the second one hit in before the first could count, and that messed the count up. Can't be higher in a delay than the actual delay of the repeater. Since I work a lot, that's why sometimes in my maps there are so many separate knots. There's always some delay change, so 0.1 and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing, but it actually was matching. But yeah, but it didn't register in the first. The first one didn't. I mean, like I said, now that I've seen the thing on 0 and had the actual reload time for the phase, it's the same phase. It was actually the same. It's just the first number was did jump since after the I don't know why the second then worked in a way, or the third, but yeah, it's just the number that was weird in a way. It's just for the visuals and stuff which were not as intended. Everything else worked just fine. Even so that the reload time is obnoxious. Since yeah, there is not much time. The enemies are pretty fast in your back area, and the time the rocket launcher is reloading, you lose 2 wall parts or something like that. I guess it would make it more useful or more fun to use, and actually yeah, really more useful, since yeah, you definitely on the bad end when it comes to protecting your wall with the rocket launcher. Your reload time eats it up, and you're better on with the pistol upgraded and stuff. In the end, the rocket launcher is more of a gimmick, so but that's the thing. It should be at least a fun gimmick, and should not. Because yeah, the balancing is too obvious, so there is the balancing issue. There's no way people would say, oh yeah, I used the rocket launcher. It does the same splash damage as the upgraded auto pistol. And yeah, but it sounds nice, yeah. It can defend my walls, but the sound is good. And yeah, oops. Hey, this reload. I found reload. Didn't I? reference to reloading color. Weapon is reloading. That's just a reference. Where's the little? This is no. This is the timer. Nope. Maybe. Don't say that. And I'm still too low for this freaking camera. That's not good. Now it's good. Dang. But yeah, now the skybox is totally not necessary. There's no camera angle that shows the skybox anymore, which is a good thing. We can leave it. Let's leave it out. Oops. The thing is, like I said, the rocket launcher should actually kind of feel like just like the Doom 1 rocket launcher. It should be like foop, 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 foop. Yeah. So, and the reload is that's so undoomy. I mean, for the plasma cannon after 400 rounds, that's a good thing. So it seems that there has to be some sort of balancing the enormous power this shit has and stuff. But the rocket launcher, when there's, let's say, oh, make it, yeah, no, every break of the rocket launcher, like I said, it should be firing faster, and the reload kills it. The reload makes it possible that half of your wall is conquered by enemies. The 3-round burst is, yeah, but then there should be a much bigger explosion or something like this. It should be a bit stronger compared to the plasma cannon. And I mean the big boom, of course, is the I don't know what to call it right now, weapon number 4. So I just wanna see. I leave out the 3-round Jasma for once. So I don't need this. Okay, wait a second. Let's actually go. God kill me. Yeah, it should make foo, 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 foo. It should be 1.5 faster than it is actually, so a double and a half. And the explosion shouldn't be pink in a way. And every explosion is pink. It should be more a nice orange. Holy. The shots have to be much quicker succession to be fun. Since it is just the one field weapon in a way, so, and if you compare, I mean, this is, I mean, somewhat bit less than half of this in a way. Bit slower than this one too. I mean, this one is just fine how it is, since it's devastating, and then that way it's totally okay to have the reload time, which is absolutely fine. This one is in its way pretty balanced, so that's kind of the security weapon if everything goes wrong. You can just make a wall of lightning, so lol. This one is just fine. This one is pretty dope too. And since this is, I still would, I mean, the pink, okay, you know, it's the upgraded, but yeah, I would still say like the normal version, the blue effect would be nice to have, since everything is pink. Okay, it's indicating that it's the upgrade, but is the explosion the same size as the other normal version? I'm not sure. I think there's one effect more, there's an orb explosion in between more or something. I'm not quite sure right now. And yeah. Harbinger is so good. And it fits. Isn't it nice when they come through the wall and you don't see them up front? It feels way better. This should happen way more often, or they're so random, so scared. Oh, that's a cheeky one. And instead of so many monkey bite, there should be more packet demons. Ranking by just don't explode so satisfying. I mean, technically the strength is the same when they reach the end, and the health pool of a Mancubus and a Keko Demon is close, but yeah, there's no comparison between this and this. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's no big deal that there is some adjustment necessary. It's amazing. That's one of the points I'm so amazed about, is how little the adjustments have to be actually to feel nice. And yeah, that's one thing. I mean, so I have a hang for timing details and stuff. In that regard, I can be kinda helpful. Yes. One thing next to crazy nice geo environment to be in is gunplay. That's why every map of mine is modified in different ways to improve the gunplay and make it feel like I think it should feel. I think most of the time it's not really noticeable if you're not familiar with the normal. But most of the time when people try to balance stuff, or even the speed, so my ideal movement speed, for example, is 117. That way it's not twitchy, but you have the chance to avoid stuff like rushing pinkies and everything, but still keep control over the player. The fine balance so up to 120 it gets really nasty. It's still okay, but yeah, you have to take care about your move way more. And the freaking 150, 140 most do. It's optional. It's a good thing, of course, but then it is like then I kind of want to trigger this by pressing the stick or something like that to have a separate run option. Since yeah, the kind of maps I build when they come to close quarters and stuff, yeah, it's not very fun to play then. Because you're just banging from one wall to the other and miss all the stuff in between. Making the player run through the map makes it pretty unnecessary to spend much time on details. Since yeah. And my best tip is, if you want to hide something really good from the player, yeah, place it at the roof, yeah, somewhere on the ceiling. People never look up.